I've got some good news and some bad news for gamers.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
The good news is that WB Games is planning new games for their biggest IPs that they own, like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, DC, and Mortal Kombat. The bad news is that they're shifting their focus to only live service games.
Why are you the way that you are?
Ugh. I'm Troy from Arcs on Games, and today we're talking about Warner Bros. Game Studio and the gaming industry as a whole embracing live service games moving forward. Now, on with the story. The links to the articles I'm covering can be found in the video description. The gaming industry's fascination with live service games has reached new heights, with major studios like Warner Bros. Discovery announcing plans to focus on beloved IPs like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, and DC for their upcoming live service and mobile game ventures.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Let's take a look at this article from Bounding Into Comics. Warner Bros. Discovery says new live service and mobile game plans will focus on Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, and DC IPs. Turning to the business side of their digital operations, WBD Gaming Division boss JB Peretti then asserted, quote, "Today, the majority of our business revolves around four main forms of IP and games, which are all billion-dollar-plus businesses themselves, which are Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. Obviously, with our success of Hogwarts Legacy last year, it was the best-selling game in the world last year, and DC World, and DC obviously has subsegments underneath there, with Batman being one of the biggest. Those are the four that make up the majority of our business," he continued. Quote, "The challenge we've had is our business there historically has been very AAA console based.
Sure, Jan.
That's a great business when you've had a hit like Hogwarts Legacy. It makes the year look amazing," said Peretti. Quote, "And when you don't have a release, or when we unfortunately have disappointments, we released Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League this quarter, which was not as strong. It just makes it very volatile," end quote. Skipping down the article just a bit here, quote, "So rather than just launching a one-and-done console game, how do we develop a game around, for example, Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter that is live service, where people can kind of come and work and live and build and play in that world in an ongoing basis?" Explained Peretti of this aspect of their plan.
Not a great plan.
Quote, "I think we've got the franchises, we've got some of the greatest studio capabilities, and we have a roadmap and strategic business plan to try and build out that business, and we think there is meaningful growth in the course of the next couple of years," end quote. The first part seemed awesome, focusing on their biggest IPs like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, and DC for more games. Hell yes.
Shut up and take my money!
There's much more that can be made and some amazing game ideas that can sprout from all of that. I personally wish that they'd do some better games for Middle-earth or Lord of the Rings for you normies, but this is a good start.
You son of a bitch!
Where we started going off the rails, in my opinion, is when he switches to talking about mobile games and the major shift towards live service games. The article even starts off by saying that this is offering further evidence of the fact that corporate greed has absolutely ruined the Western video game industry.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
That's obviously a hang-up for a lot of gamers, me included, but I'm sick and tired of the live service aspect where you constantly have to be online and you have to play with others, etc. This isn't the first time we've heard these claims from WBD executives either. That lends further credence to all of this, letting us know it's unfortunately not just a rumor. We're going to skip down that article just a bit more for this final part. Speaking to attendees of the company's Q3 2023 earnings call, CEO David Zaslav informed investors that the focus of their video game operations was, quote, on transforming our biggest franchises from largely console and PC-based, with 3 to 4 year release schedules to include more always-on gameplay through live service, multi-platform, and free-to-play extensions, with the goal to have more players spending more time on more platforms. Ultimately, we want to drive engagement and monetization of longer cycles and at higher levels, said Zaslav. Quote, we have put specific capabilities. We are currently under scale and see significant opportunity to generate greater post-purchase revenue, end quote.
I think you're all f***ed in the head.
Thanks for that, Zaz.
This guy.
You know what made Mortal Kombat and Hogwarts Legacy so damn successful? It sure wasn't live service. I know you're hurting for money right now, but this is insane and seems like you're just gouging the only people still willing to support your damn company.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
While these announcements may excite some fans, they also raise concerns about the impact of live service games on the gaming landscape as a whole. Sure, this is a personal opinion of mine that I've shared in multiple videos, but there are some serious reasons past just I don't like them. The money aspect that I mentioned is the biggest one. The allure of live service games lies in the promise of ongoing content updates and player engagement. However, this model has come under scrutiny for its potential negative effects on game development and player experience. A prime example of this is the recent controversy surrounding Hogwarts Legacy 2, the highly anticipated follow-up to the Harry Potter game of 2023 that was rumored to be adopting a live service model.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's take a look at this article now from Tech4Gamers. Hogwarts Legacy 2 is likely to be live service as WB shifts focus. Finds AAA market inconsistent despite 24 million Hogwarts Legacy sales.
It's just dumb.
The industry is currently struggling to find a balance between traditional single-player and live service releases, leading to a much bigger focus on the latter. Speaking during a recent media and telecom conference, JB Peretti, the CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery Games, made his future intentions clear. The CEO is not interested in the volatile and inherently risky market of AAA games. What this means for Hogwarts Legacy is that Avalanche Software may already be approaching its sequel with a different mindset. While the first game was primarily a single-player release, multiplayer was always a highly requested feature. Keeping Warner Bros.' new direction and these requests in mind, a live service feature for the IP appears all but confirmed. Furthermore, JB Peretti specifically pointed to Hogwarts Legacy as a potential franchise for a live service future. And this is all, as I mentioned earlier, from the Bounding Into Comics article. According to job listings, Avalanche Software has begun initial work on Hogwarts Legacy 2. Expected to utilize Unreal Engine 5, this game is likely to end up completely different from its predecessor. Elsewhere, Warner Bros. Is also experimenting with other multi-platform spin-offs for the IP, including Quidditch Champions.
Cool.
Warner Bros.' new approach is already clear in games like Mortal Kombat 1. While this series has always followed the typical live service model, the latest entry has received flack for egregious microtransactions and a mobile game-like store. Fans can only hope that the same does not happen to Hogwarts Legacy 2, but all signs are pointing in the live service direction. Critics like me argue that live service games often prioritize monetization over meaningful content, leading to repetitive gameplay, pay-to-win mechanics, and a lack of depth. Look at games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where that's one of the top complaints. Furthermore, the constant pressure to deliver new content can lead to developer burnout and rushed, unfinished products. And that is the last thing we need as gamers.
I want to throw up and kill myself.
As the gaming industry continues to embrace live service games, it's important for developers and publishers to strike a balance between engaging content and player-friendly practices. While live service games can offer exciting experiences with fellow gamers from time to time, they should not come at the expense of quality and player satisfaction.
See, as you can see, the more you f*** around, the more you're going to find out.
Comment with your thoughts on this. Do you support the growing focus on live service games, or are you against them? Do you want more multiplayer games or more single-player open-world games? What are your favorite types of video games? Did you like Mortal Kombat 1 and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Why or why not? Let me know down in the comments section. Also, please share this video around everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Games, and we'll see you next time.